We begin this hour with our 2023 Election Day coverage. Right now, we are just 2 hours away from polls closing. Polling places across our area have been busy all day.
Yeah, the most notable race in our area, of course, is who will become the next mayor of Houston. There are also several state propositions on the ballot.
And we have a few reminders. If you are heading to the polls before they close tonight, make sure to have a photo ID like your driver's license. Cell phones are prohibited in the voting booth, but you can bring a piece of paper for your notes to refer to while voting. Remember, you can vote as long as you are in line by 7 o'clock tonight.
And we have team coverage walking you through everything you need to know tonight. First, Adam Bennett there joining us live at Election Central at NRG. He's live with where the votes will be tallied. Adam.
Yeah, Lynn, so far so good here at this site. You know, right now it's still one of 701 polling places on Election Day, but within a couple hours, this will be the site where the votes will be tabulated from all of those locations. For the last 3 years, NRG Arena, this has been election headquarters on election night, but there is a big change happening this year. Instead of having all of the election judges from all 701 polling sites drive the results here to be tabulated here, county leaders instead are setting up what they call 6 rally sites. Here's the elections chief explaining how that will work.
What is happening at those rally sites prior to us getting there, they're all connectivity tested, right? They're all SB1 tested, so there are cameras at each one of those rally sites, and we're receiving results in real time on election night from this site here.
Yeah, the goal here is to speed up the vote count here in Harris County because it has experienced some slowdowns in prior years, especially when a lot of those election judges would all show up here at NRG Arena at the same time. Now at 7, not only will Harris County close the line here, anybody that is in line at that point will be able to vote here, but they'll also begin to release the early voting results from across the county. And then throughout the night, we should see the results from Election Day periodically being released, which we'll have for you all throughout the evening. Mia?
Walking us through it, Adam Bennett. One of the biggest races locally is the contest for Houston mayor. 18 candidates are vying against one another to replace Mayor Sylvester Turner.
Harris County reported a record number of early voters this year. Our Maria Aguilera joining us live from the West Gray voting location in Montrose. Always popular. How's it going there, Maria?
Mia, yeah, this is one of the busiest polling locations. Typically today, we've seen a steady flow of people getting in and out pretty fast. Now, at last check, nearly 2,000 people have voted at this location alone on West Gray, and across Harris County, at last check, more than 100,000 people have voted today. Now, there is a little bit of a line here. We've spoken to some people who say it's taken them about 15 minutes or so to get inside, and once they are inside, you will notice there's a lot more machines. Now, I did speak with the election judge here who tells me they have 48 machines this year. That is double what they had last year, and more staff as well. We are told that's really helping to make the voting process smooth and fairly fast at this location.
The process was incredibly easy. We got here and probably were in line 10 to 12 minutes. And no problem with the voting process, no problem with the machines, no problem with the paper. So overall, it was a really good experience.
All the machines seem to be working. Everything seems very organized. People are so kind and helpful, and it just went very smooth.
You heard it there. It's been a smooth process here. Again, we have been mentioning that polls close at 7 p.m. So if this is in your area or if this is on your way home from work, you may want to stop by here. Again, if you are in line by 7 p.m., you will be able to cast your vote no matter how long the line is. But for now, live from the West Gray Multi-Service Center, Maria Aguilera, KHOU 11 News. Back to you.
We'll pick it up from here. Thank you, Maria. KHOU 11 News is monitoring today's election for any problems at the polls. You may recall Harris County had issues on Election Day in November 2022. Problems like machines not working, voting centers not opening on time, and not enough paper ballots at some locations. Investigative reporter Cheryl Mercedes has been watching for problems today. Cheryl, how's it going?
Hey, Mia. Well, with the exception of a few minor problems, things have run pretty smoothly across the county here. A couple of areas, a handful of locations, such as Hamilton Middle School in Cypress Fairbanks earlier today, reported some issues there. The problem was that half of the voting machines crashed.
We had 14 machines and 7 of those machines went down. And then the scanner for the ballots that are filled out would not operate. So we had a choice that we could offer voters that they could either put it into the slot themselves and it would not be scanned, or they could go to another location. And many people chose to go to another location.
We got a statement earlier today from the Harris County Clerk acknowledging the scanner issue there and also saying that it was fixed immediately. As far as some of the other issues at some of the other voting centers, the clerk said that they had techs on site that were able to resolve those relatively quickly as well. Mia?
Cheryl Mercedes at NRG Election Central tonight. Thank you. Remember, you can still text the word vote to 713-526-1111. Time may be running out, but let us help you with the KHOU 11 voter guide, which also includes polling locations and much more.
New at 5 o'clock.